Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Spore Galactic Adventures Dark Injection mod. We're in the civilization stage here. The only other person on the map is the Red Nation. Thankfully, we are allies with them right now. As you can see, we're at a 49 positive relations with them, I guess. 50 for the trade routes, 17 generous gifts, 10 for compliments, but our boundaries are too close to them. I'm pretty worried. We're trading with one of their cities here. Well, two of their cities. And I am pretty worried that these guys are not going to be happy with us for very long. I feel like if we start doing really well and we end up having 3 or 4 cities, these guys are going to get really upset with us really quickly and yeah, attempt to face roll us. So I think probably the first course of business is to just try to save up a bunch of money and then buy as many of these things as I can all at once. That's my theory anyways, and we're gonna see how well that works. Yeah, we have several cities that are available for purchase, and our money is starting to tick up, so we should be able to get this done pretty well. I may be cutting a bunch of this out if it's taking a long time or something like that. So do expect to see jumps here and there in the action. I think my strategy will probably be the first city that I purchase from them. I'm going to keep as a religious city. All of the rest of the cities I will turn to economic cities and try to continue increasing the trade routes with them until we can buy up everything. The religious city will be for imminent defense. Since we don't actually, as a economic civilization, have any military power, the religious city will be our quote-unquote military power. Hopefully he won't turn on us until after we have air power, because that would be the most fortunate. But as you can see, we are ticking up the income pretty quickly. I told one of my guys to come over and propose a trade route here, but you know how characters are. They can be super lazy sometimes. I don't know why sometimes the character models just aren't obeying commands, but I think we've got it pretty much fixed now. Let's go and buy this coastal city over here, at least attempt to. It looks pretty well built up, 4,000 a minute plus 1 happiness, so we should offer them the maximum amount. Very generous, they gladly accept. Okay, we bought a religious city. If we keep this specialty, we can target cities with low happiness in order to convert their citizens. Choose the city's specialty. Like I said, we're going to keep it religious. I'm not going to design the vehicles for this on screen. At most, I'll just show you guys what I've designed when I get them. We can see here with our second city, we've unlocked the Mighty Bomb. It damages all buildings and vehicles within its radius. So we have invulnerability, which protects our vehicles and buildings. Or vehicles at least, and then the Mighty Bomb, which damages enemy vehicles or buildings. So that's good. Get some. We are still at plus 4,000 a minute and 1 happiness, so that's fantastic. yeah, the city planner is a little bit different because this is a religious city. I am going to go ahead and plop the turrets down, just to be sure. It looks like we've got the maximum so far, but this is a pretty well laid out city. I'm fairly well pleased with it, so we'll leave it the way that it is. Alright, so they are accepting trade routes from our other envoys here. Let's pop over and see if we can increase our trade here. Continue trading with them. Yeah, see, they're at yellow happiness now. We're a threat to them, our boundaries are too close, and our nation is too big. Cannot decide whether we're a friend or foe, okay? Well, let's compliment them again. I don't think that that stacks, like I've mentioned before. Okay, so the generous gifts are up to plus 37, and we've improved back up to blue. I feel like we could do that for a little while longer. We have at least 2 more coastal cities, 3 counting this one that's on the same starting continent. I think I would like to get as many coastal cities as I can before moving inland. I think that's a pretty ideal situation. So yeah, I'm going to keep on ticking with this. I'll probably bring you guys in with each city purchase or something, and we'll see how it progresses from there. But that's a strategy that I'm going with. Just thought I would inform you guys as fully as possible. And now you're just gonna sit there. Go trade with these people, please. I have the route already set up. I just need you to do it. So strange. Alright, so this little city is ready for purchase. It's a coastal village as well. Plus 800 a minute, no happiness. I would be surprised if we need to offer this much. Maybe we could get it for 16,000? Yes, shrewd negotiator, they accept. So here's our second city purchase. Monstrous. We bought out this religious city, so we get to choose its specialty once again. This time I'll go for economic, and they're back down to a yellow approval of us. See, that's a minus 40 on the threat, minus 27 for being too close, and our nation has increased in size, so of course it's too big for them. Let's get in here and try to rearrange this to better suit our purposes. This looks pretty well set, actually. That would just increase the unhappiness. I feel like if we switch this house, there we go. So that was kind of in the wrong place, but we've got it sorted now. We've doubled the income and increased our happiness by 1, so I think that's pretty ideal. We'll go with that. Do we send them some more money? We have more money. So let's do it. Okay, our gifts are up to 57. It feels like that's increased it by 7 each time. I don't know how quickly we would be able to give gifts and still increase that rate, but I'm sure we can find out pretty easily. Let's go ahead and get all of our ships trading with this guy, and let's see how our land vehicles are doing over here. I think if there's if this center city is already purchasable, I'm going to try to take my land vehicles and trade with more important villages like this one up here, so that we can purchase that coastal village as well. We're only one away from having air power, so that's really exciting. Yeah, that's when Ad Blitz opens up, which is a pretty good ability for an economic nation here. So we just started trading with this city as well, which is pretty exciting. I think I'm going to pop out another land vehicle and send it over there so that we have a couple guys running at the same time. That's our religious city, so let's come over here and pop out a couple of land vehicles. Start the trade routes over on this continent. And that might be it, actually. We've already got people trading with this city over here. In fact, it's ready for purchase. Okay, they've accepted that one, so we'll begin trading with them for sure. And this one just came up for purchase. It's 2,400 a minute and 2 happiness, so they are pretty happy. I feel like we would have to offer them quite a bit for this one as well. Well, let's go ahead and try to buy this city over here. Let's offer the 24,000 this time. Very generous, and they gladly accept. So we have our 4th city here. We're able to construct airplanes. Here we go. Success! Even the mighty wind now obeys our technology. The arrow funnel and vortex tube will allow us to build vehicles that float and spiral miles above the surface of our planet. Fantastic. Stay as an economic nation, and it appears that we've actually increased our friendliness with them. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. The boundaries are too close thing has decreased somehow, and they're now happy about us being around. So that's pretty interesting. I may have been... Oh. So they're just going to ally with us, and we're going to become the one nation. Congratulations, global domination is ours. When I am ready to explore the reaches beyond our home planet, click the advance button and be ready for liftoff. Click here to launch your space exploration program. You'll be sent into the creator to create a ship for your maiden voyage. Modifications can be made later at any city or colony in your empire. Completed the civilization stage on hard. Oh, pretty fantastic. I was really worried at the beginning of this. Fear of flying. Finished the civilization stage without ever buying an air vehicle. It's not my fault. They allied with me. Rolling Thunder, complete the civilization stage in less than an hour. So a bunch of chieves there that are pretty cool. Finished the stage with more than 8 economic cities. Yeah, all of the cities converted to economy except for Sarago, the first one that we bought. So that's fine. They don't have to get any vehicles. I think... I can't remember if it's best to optimize the cities and stuff before I head to the space stage or afterwards. But I will have to take a look at that because each of these cities is going to be trying to produce income for me even in the space stage. So it's hard to really tell what's going to be best for that stage. There we go. 1200 is pretty decent. I've already got 3600 over in this town, so it shouldn't be much to move around. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. No happiness bonus, but that doesn't matter at this point, I don't think. Got 2 unhappiness here. See if we could switch this one actually. There we go. That's a lot more happiness, but not quite as much production as I'd like to see. Let's see if we can switch the house there, and then the workshop there. Yeah. That's a lot more money produced from that one. I think that's pretty decent, 3600. There's probably better ways to optimize some of these, but I'm just doing what seems reasonably simple enough. Plus 400 a minute only over here, so this has got to be redesigned. Yeah, 2000 now. That's 5 times as much by moving one building. It's really important to consider the layout of your towns, at least minimally, to increase their efficiency a little bit. It's not even the building I wanted. I think that's pretty good. And then this one, lastly, I think we already sort of optimized that one. 3201 happiness seems pretty reasonable. So, I think that's just about everything. I feel like we can build more buildings in here. Yeah, there's at least one more house that can go in for a little bit extra happiness there. Turrets are really important in the space stage, so I want to make sure and max those out on all the cities. But I can do that even actually in the space stage, so I'm going to go ahead and advance. We remained an economic nation, it looks like. So we became the scientist. We've got gravitation wave, levels cultures and buildings back to the Stone Age. It's a pretty crazy tool. Increases spice production from all of our colonies, so that gives us more money here. Colony craze gives us a discount on colonization tools. So we have discount on colonization tools, increased spaceship health, and increased effectiveness of weapons for our spaceship. So let's take a look at this. We were in a few wars at the beginning here. We befriended some people and then had war again with those same peoples, back and forth. Then finally we bought a city, and then they surrendered. Pretty good. Oh man, what's that structure? Some sort of crazy workshop. Let's check it out here. So we've got basically all the same pieces for vehicles as we had before. We even have exactly the same land maneuverability, water maneuverability, the airship ones that we didn't get to take a look at, but they're all here as well. None of these add any statistics to the ship. They're just all completely aesthetic. We've got weapons here from the military style civilization. This is the religious weapons, you could say. All sort of music and sound amplifiers. The economic ones that we were familiar with. And then page 2 here is more military, religious, and economic sort of things. Then we've got the lights as per the usual vehicle editor and the details as well. So I'm just going to build up a spaceship real quick. Oh, these are the unique spaceship parts as well. Function plates. All of these are just to look nice on the thing. So I'm going to throw one together real quick, and then I will be right back. Okay, so we have a basic spaceship here. I'm thinking it looks pretty decent. I put this guy on here to remind us we were the economic nation and civilization stage. Other than that, just have a bunch of observation ports down at the bottom so that the little scientist characters can look down and study their worlds that they're flying over. Got some grabber arms to collect samples, all that sort of stuff. Of course, we have a weapon for self-defense, strictly self-defense. And some sensors and stuff up here for acquiring signals. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. We're gonna save that guy. Let's call this Frongar Craft. I think that's pretty good. Accept. Evolved from a cell to a space traveler in one continuous game. Play as a scientist. Excellent, excellent. Getting all the chieves here. Fireworks and everything. We've successfully developed a ship capable of spaceflight. The heavens beckon, the cosmos awaits, the universe is at our fingertips, if we can learn to fly this thing. Alright. So we have Frongar Great and Powerful. Great and Powerful. There we go. Welcome to the pinnacle of existence, final frontier, the wildest west space. We control the ship. From this vantage, lead our race from planet-bound civilization to vast galactic empire. Let's look at how we progress. Conquer all the other cities and launch our first spaceship. So we have the progress bar down here. Towards badges we earn, as well as our proximity to the center of the galaxy. Mission Control on the planet's surface is anxious to speak to us. Let's learn how to communicate. Communication panel is this blue guy here. Gotta find ride. Still adding new equipment, but we should have it ready for space travel in no time. Have we flown a spaceship before? Well, I have, but it was 100,000 years ago. Well, nothing like a test flight while the entire population of the Frongar planet Firmageddon looks on. What do you say? Ready to earn your captain's badge? Yes. That's the spirit. Each city on planet Firmageddon has launched a giant orb in celebration of our first spaceship. Really, you can't miss them. Take your ship on a spin around the planet to 7 of our cities, fly through the orbs to break them. Once we've finished, we'll give you further instructions. Good luck, and try not to scratch the paint. I'll be back soon. Okay, so it's going to show us, we have these goals here. Oh. Okay, right click. Holding down right click kind of zooms him around here. We can zoom out with the wheel. WASDA also kind of turns. Let's see if we can figure this out here. Alright. Feels a little bit clunky, but we'll see how it goes. The sound is pretty interesting. I'm not sure if I love it, but it's definitely interesting. Whoa, a little bit too low for that one, were we? Or too high? There we go. Not too terrible, I'd say. I would almost say that holding right click is an easier way to zip around. But it's honestly pretty equal. Good job, cadet. Flying like that, you'll make captain in no time. So what do we do next? Now that we're an ace at flying, we are ready for you to use some of the sophisticated tools we've invented for your spaceship. Been working on the ability to scan the planets and animals you discover on your travels. Looks like this tool comes just in the nick of time. The Sporepedia recorded one of our own animals recently became corrupted. At the same time, the animal started exhibiting some odd symptoms. We need you to scan the animal so we can collect more information about this species, okay? Creature in question is exhibiting an odd glowing trail. Your ship has been equipped with a radar tool that can be turned off and on in the main tools panel. It will point to the mission targets and items of interest when on a planet's surface. The radar beeps faster when we're close to the target. Select the scan tool from the main tool panel. So here's the tool panel over here. We've got social tools, combat tools, main tools, colonization tools, terraforming tools. Well, I think this is temperature management, terraforming, and painting. And then our cargo pod here. Scan tool is in here. The radar is also in here. We can turn it off. Turn it back on. Okay, it looks like this guy is in here. There's a green guy in there. Okay, the active tool shows up in this corner of the screen here. So let's scan that guy. Killer by Bob 982. Excellent. Our scientists are eager to analyze the data. So what do you want me to do next? Gadzooks, the information you've collected by scanning was quite valuable. It's now clear to us that we need to examine this species more closely. Your ship is equipped with an abduction beam, which you'll find in your cargo panel. Use this tool to collect a specimen and return it to us. Okay. Use the abduction beam found in the cargo panel to collect this creature for research. Make sure we deploy the tool long enough until the creature is fully secured in the ship's cargo bay. Stopping the raid too soon before your cargo is secure may result in less than desirable circumstances for the victim, or, specimen. Okay. So they want us to abduct this guy. We kind of want to scare him out from under the trees, to be honest, because I can see that there's other little characters over there. I wish there was a good way to strafe, but I can't really see one right now. So they're all kind of clumped up. It's going to be hard to pick one out. Let's try and grab this guy. Alright. We also sucked up a plant, which we don't want. I'll select it out of here, and it lets me drop it back down onto the planet. We picked up 2 of these guys, but that should be okay for right now. Looks like we've collected the correct specimen. Need to drop it off inside one of the cities. Select the cargo we want to drop off and drop it off in a city. Make sure to beam it safely to the surface, or we'll need you to collect another specimen and clean up the mess. So yes, you can throw creatures or items whenever you do like that. You can throw them out of the entire planet's orbit, that sort of thing. Of course, we don't want to do that right now. We want to make sure that they arrive safely. So let's just cruise over to this city here and drop down a creature. As you can see, in the civilization stage we had the option to buy flora for our cities, but here in the space stage they've automatically put some in. So it would have been a waste to spend money on it. There we go, we dropped them in there like they wanted us to. Measurably fine work, Cadet. Provided us with an excellent specimen to research. Probe twice, abduct once, I always say. I agree. It appears that the one we collected was sick and infected with a virus capable of spreading at an alarming rate. It could endanger our entire ecosystem. Oh no. Of course, we want to handle this compassionately. We've equipped your spaceship with an extremely handy mini laser. Has the precision you'll need to take out the infected creatures while avoiding the healthy ones. Perfect. So this is the weapons tools. We select the mini laser and aim it at the infected creatures. Be careful, because it's capable of destroying buildings, vehicles, and other spaceships. Now go before it spreads further. It is capable of destroying those things, but it's very, very terrible at it. Okay, we can destroy all the structures on the planet, but we can't use it on homeworlds. So that's fine. We just want a precision. Okay, this costs energy, so we'll see our energy deplete if we use it very long, which I don't think we will. I'm going to try to zap these guys pretty precise, as the laser would suggest. Okay, we got 2 of them over here. I feel like I might have killed too many right there. Yep, we've killed one of these colorful creatures as well. It almost seems like they're stuck in a way. See where this guy comes down. There we go. A couple more over in these trees here. Yeah, I don't want to shoot at them when they're grouped up too much, because I'll hit the wrong ones like I did there. I killed one of the pink guys. I feel like there's still one more though. Oops. We've killed everyone. Okay. So that's the precision of the laser. Laudable job. That's a pretty good word. You're the right stuff. You've earned your homeworld's respect and confidence. We want you to pilot this spaceship and lead our race forward into galactic exploration and glory. You've earned the badge and title of Captain. Our scientists have developed an interplanetary drive for your ship, but you'll need to install it first. Use the trade panel to buy and sell tools, spice, and rares. Items from your cargo that can be sold will appear at the bottom of the trade panel. Click on items in the trade panel you wish to buy and sell. Okay. So it's 10,000 bucks. We got 110,000 bucks. Let's get it purchased. Get out our spandex suit. We're sending you on a space journey. We suspect we're not alone in this galaxy. Picked up strange radio signals from planet Kaifan in orbit around our home star. We want you to investigate. I accept. We commend you, Captain. Mission control out. Bye. Congratulations, we've earned the badge and title of Capitan. Fantastic. Our collection button gives us access to the mission log, badge collection, tool collection, and rares collection. So we find all of our collections in there. A little safe. Titles, badges, action and adventures. As we earn badges, we'll move up in rank, earning new titles, abilities, and tools. Tools are unlocked by earning badges. Once a tool is unlocked, you can purchase it from your homeworld. Some tools are consumable or require restocking. Other tools are permanent and may cost energy to use. Very well. Pretty good. I like it. So we use the mouse wheel or minus to exit to the solar system. Here we go. Ta-da! Here's Kaifan. This is the planet that they want us to investigate. It's another temperate planet. You could tell by the green trail here. These orange trails mean that they are hot planets, and blue trails mean that they are cold. This is a gas giant planet here, and so it's not enterable. Can't approach a gas giant. It's too dangerous. So we can't go there. But we could go to this Chieves or Kaifan right here. T1 means that it's terraform level 1. It is habitable. T0 means it doesn't have any atmosphere or anything like that. We'll get on all this soon enough. We've got red spice on our planet. There's yellow spice on the moon. Green spice over here on Chieves. So we're in a pretty good place, I'd say. But this is where I'm going to leave it for this episode. We've made it to the space stage, which is pretty incredible. If you want to catch the next episode, feel free to subscribe. Consider supporting if you would. And be sure to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you very much for any time you spend on my channel. And I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.